So you could tell that guy was so pissed off when I killed him again with his own weapon, and then killed him again with a pistol, all within under a minute. But welcome everybody to Red Orchestra 2 Rising Storm multiplayer, and specifically the Rising Storm aspect of the game, which sees you playing as the Americans versus the Japanese, or vice versa, in the Pacific Theater. Now I'm just going to show you how to best use an MG here, so you might want to cover your ears. Oh god, that never stops being fun. But yeah, in this video I'm going to show you more specialized weapons like the MG and the sniper specifically. And I'm only actually playing as the Americans. I'll probably get to the Japanese maybe in another video if you guys like this. So for those who didn't see my previous video about this game and may still not know what this is a World War II first-person shooter online game that came out in 2013 and still had some content coming out in 2014. There are of course Germans and Russians in the game, but for now I'm just going to be focusing on the Americans in this video. And yeah, that little kill streak there was very short-lived. Also, I'm just using the Browning 30 cal at the moment. You can actually switch weapons and pick up other weapons, so I do have an M1 Garand here, as you can see. I was backing up my buddies on this little hill here. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the machine gun class before moving on to the sniper. So I actually made a mistake in my last video saying that you could certain ranks allowed you to play certain classes, but that's actually incorrect. You can pick any class you want right from the get-go, as long as you're like the first person to do it. So it's a first come first served system. So yeah, I basically got lucky and got an MG for a while. I find that playing as an MG, it's very much a support / defensive type of role. You can only ever deploy your gun on either the ground or on something that's waist high level, and if you can't deploy your gun you can't actually aim down the sights, and firing from the hip with that is just, it's not something I would recommend. it's spray and pray, definitely. But yeah, the biggest strength of the MG is actually in its suppression effect. You'll notice down the bottom left I have a suppression meter. It's the little exclamation mark. The lower that goes, the more my aim will just start to wobble. As bullets fly by me, it wobbles more, and if it goes too low, I won't even be able to zoom in like I'm doing now down my sights. So suppression plays a huge effect, and an MG has a huge suppression effect on the enemy when you're firing near them. Also, you have a very large magazine depending on the MG, and it's just huge stopping power basically. So it really is a great support role for your other troops to be able to start aiming over and start firing back. Oh yeah, you'll notice here I was actually in a spot where we were defending, but we lost the point, and then the spawn point kind of fell back. The MG guy carries actually an M19 pistol as well, and I actually love the pistol. I don't know what I was doing here, I was shooting off in the distance, but yeah, I just wanted to be cool, I guess. But here's where I really show you the kind of suppression I was talking about a second ago when I go into this room here. Oh yeah, I was quite annoyed that you couldn't hop over these little boxes here. But I'm with my little buddy here, and basically there's artillery coming down, and this is causing me like huge suppression. Like every time it flashes I'm not able to like zoom properly, so I just basically put my gun up against on this windowsill. We're trying to defend this point, and it's being overrun basically, and you can see the amount of guys like on the opposite end of this like courtyard, and I do miss quite a lot of them. I put it down to suppression a little bit as bad aim as well, and there's just guys everywhere. There's guys right in front of me and watching it back like I didn't even notice. Basically though, I do find when I play with the MG I tend to get a lot of kills in short bursts, and then I'll go a long time without kills, or after I have a big kill streak I'll just get shot because some sniper or someone in the distance has noticed that I'm mowing down loads of people. So it seems that's, at least for me anyway, it seems to always happen that way, where I'll get in a good position, real good defense, and start like mowing down some guys maybe for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then somebody somewhere will like hit me from a distance, and I'll have to move and find a new spot. There's actually a guy lying down right there, and I didn't see him. I don't think I ever saw him. I even aimed at him at one point, like there, so I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, I never actually killed him. However, even when that guy lying there, we did manage to defend the point successfully, which is what the whole point of me being there was on that windowsill. It was quite a risk to pop my head up at all over there, and it paid off big time. So I was just getting ready to kind of move forward. That's why I always switched my pistol, but unfortunately I got shot through a wall. I guess the guy seen me go through here, and I just kind of tried to fire back really quickly, but I bled out and I died. But yeah, so we'll move on to the sniper, and this is a pretty cool map. I think it's Guadalcanal, and it's late at night, and I was using the Springfield sniper rifle. Now I feel pretty much the role of a sniper is to be the guy that takes out the enemy machine gunners. You want to be able to stop the enemy from suppressing your troops so you can push forward, or in the case of defense you want to look for the enemy snipers who are trying to do that to you. So here we have a bunker here, and this guy was firing off the mounted MG in that bunker, and I took him down. So in this particular fight, there's only one sniper per team, so I feel like as an attacking sniper I actually did really well. I did pretty good for my team, and that is to say I just kept hammering on the bunkers and making sure that any places like we were trying to get to, I was just pretty much trying to pin or kill the people that were suppressing my guys. And I think that's really the end goal of the sniper. I was looking out for the other guy, but I actually never found him. I'm pretty sure my shot landed on that guy. I've watched that clip back a few times now. I don't think he was a sniper. I think he just shot me with a regular like rifle. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was aiming on him. Anyway, rage aside, I managed to find a different spot where I was able to get a view on both the bunkers a bit better. And like I said, I just kept an eye on both these bunkers, and any heads that popped up, I just took the shot, took the chance, and stopped them from using the mounted MGs in there, which allowed our guys to advance with greater ease. I actually got an achievement there for doing that. That's called whack-a-mole. It's for killing 2 guys in the same MG within 15 seconds. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, you can see our guys are actually starting to push up now, and they got over the ridge and captured the point. And I felt pretty good about that, because I felt like I was the one who allowed that happen. Now I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for being like the first man forward in an attack as a sniper, and especially being the only sniper, but I feel like it was actually justified based on my performance of how I did. I don't know the maps that well, so I didn't really mean to go this far forward. I wasn't really looking at the kind of the HUD to see how close I was to the point. I just kind of ended up here, kind of in front of everybody, and I just hunkered down, and I felt like I had a pretty good spot where nobody was really looking at me, and I just sat here for like 5 minutes just picking shots off while my guys tried to like get to the front line. You'll notice that like most of them die before they even get there, but yet nobody was even firing at me. I'm just going to speed through the bits where I don't actually kill anybody, because I was here for a long time, but I want to be able to show you that it was all one life and I didn't like, you know, edit it to make it seem like it was one or something. So yeah, like I said, I just had like a pretty good position. I couldn't quite get the shot on the MG up the top. He was blocked by some sandbags, and I was kind of like, I was really nervous that I was going to be shot, because I felt like I was in a good position, and there's people like, it seemed like they were looking at me. So I wasn't fully reloading my gun, which is a bit of a problem. You probably should just like back away, reload the gun, and move back forward, because more often than not I just didn't have the bullet when I needed it most. You know, that's always the way it is, isn't it? And there was a spawn point just behind this little bunker, and people were just pouring around from behind it, so I was just taking shots, and eventually, like, you can see, you know, our guys there diving on the ground, they're getting into cover, and I'm just like holding off the enemy, but pretty much by myself, I feel like. And it was just a really good spot and a really good, you know, few minutes of gameplay, and I really enjoyed it. And the atmosphere, again, the atmosphere in this game is just amazing, and I love the magnified scope of the sniper. So playing as a sniper is usually one of my favorite things to do in these kind of first-person shooter games, though I wouldn't actually consider myself that good at being a sniper. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just felt like I had to show this bit of gameplay off, because essentially this is how I feel like you should play sniper if you want to be an attacker anyway. You know, get kind of far forward, but kind of still in cover and out of like plain sight, and then just start picking people off, get rid of the MG nests, and your guys will be able to advance. Now the last bit of gameplay I wanted to show you here is I did a little bit of leadership roles. So there is a commander role and a squad leader role. So here I'm playing as a squad leader, and at the moment you use your binoculars to set like targets down for your commander to see, and he'll place airstrikes on them. Now, I was actually a commander for a while. I played just one game. I had no idea what I was doing, much to the annoyance of everybody in the game with me, and I ended up getting kicked because I didn't call in enough airstrikes, basically. I called in one, which was really good. I got a lot of kills and held people back, but you definitely need to be calling in more, and I just generally didn't know how to do it. So hopefully in my next video, if you guys want to see more, you know, you let me know. You put it in the comments, say like I want to see more, you just like the video or something. Really it's just I go by the views. If I get a lot of views with this, then I will do more. So post it on Reddit or upvote it on Reddit if you see it or something like that. And if I get to more views, you know, I'll do more. So basically, yeah, I was playing a squad leader here. Wasn't used to the Thompson, never used it before. It's quite a lot of kickback to it, but it's a good gun all the same. I used it a bit more afterwards. But yeah, so I'd like to be able to do more like leadership role videos in the future, kind of show off the commander a bit more, and actually working with your squad leaders. But yeah, I actually need to get an audio splitter so that I can split out the audio of the people that I play with, so that you can actually hear them in these videos. That way maybe we could get into some more leadership roles, maybe coordinate some airstrikes and things like that, and you can get a better sense of the tactical decisions made in the game. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one.